business magnate, investor, art collector and current richest person in the world as of December 12, 2022. This all is Bernaurd Jean Arnault. Who is Bernaurd Arnault? What was his path to success and wealth? And what were his steps to achieve his success? All these questions and many more you will see in this video. Let's start. Bernaurd Arnault is a French business magnate, investor, media proprietor and the co-founder, chairman, and chief executive officer of LVMH, Louis Vuitton SE, the world's largest luxury goods company. He was born on March 5, 1949, and today he is 73 years old. His father, manufacturer Jean-Léon Arnault, owned the civil engineering company Richest. Arnault was educated at the Lycée Maxence van der Merch in Roubaix, and the Lycée Faidherbe Lille. In 1971, he graduated from the École Polytechnique, France's leading engineering school. Arnault began his career in 1971 when he was 22, at Richest, his father's company. He was president of this company from 1978 to 1984. In 1974, this company focused its attention on real estate through his influence. In 1984, Arnault, then a young real estate developer, heard that the French government was set to choose someone to take over the Boussac Saint Frères empire, a textile and retail conglomerate that owned Christian Dior. With the help of Antoine Bernheim, a senior partner of Lazard Frères, Arnault acquired the Financière Agache, a luxury goods company. He became the CEO of Financière Agache and subsequently won the bidding war for Boussac Saint Frères, buying the group for a ceremonial £1 and effectively took control of Boussac Saint Frères. Along with Christian Dior, Boussac's assets included the department store Le Bon Marché, the retail shop Conforama, and the diapers manufacturer Produce. He then sold nearly all of the company's assets, keeping only the Christian Dior brand and Le Bon Marché department store. By 1987, the company was profitable again and booked earnings of $112 million on a revenue stream of $1.9 billion. In 1986, Arnault had the idea to create a group of luxury brands. He worked with Alain Chevalier, CEO of Mode Hennessy, and Henri Racquemire, president of Louis Vuitton, to form LVMH in 1987. In July 1988, Arnault provided $1.5 billion to form a holding company with Guinness that held 24% of LVMH shares. In response to rumors that the Louis Vuitton Group was buying LVMH stock to form a blocking minority, Arnault spent $600 million to buy 13.5% more of LVMH, making him LVMH's largest shareholder. In January 1989, he spent another $500 million to gain control of a total of 43.5% of LVMH shares and 35% of its voting rights, thus reaching the blocking minority that he needed to stop the dismantlement of the LVMH group. He then turned on Racquemire, stripped him of his power and ousted him from the board of directors. On January 13, 1989, he was unanimously elected chairman of the executive management board. After assuming leadership, Arnault led the company through an ambitious development plan, transforming it into one of the largest luxury groups in the world, alongside Swiss luxury giant Richemont and French-based Kering. In 11 years, annual sales and profit rose by a factor of 5, and the market value of LVMH increased by a factor of 15. In July 1988, Arnault acquired Celine. Celine is a French high-end luxury ready-to-wear and leather goods brand. In 1993, Arnault bought out the French economic newspaper La Tribune. La Tribune never achieved the desired success, despite his $150 million investment, and he sold it in November 2007 in order to buy a different French economic newspaper, Les Echos, for $240 million. In next 6 years, LVMH got and bought companies like Guerlain, Sephora, Thomas Pink, and cultural houses like Loewe, Fendi, DKNY, and La Samaritaine. Wait, do you see it too? The average watch time from my subscribers are so low. Let's change that. Please click the subscribe button. Thank you for your help. And now let's pick up where we left off. In the 1990s, Arnault decided to develop a center in New York to manage LVMH's presence in the United States. He chose Christian de Port-Saint-Parc to supervise this project. The result was the LVMH Tower that opened in December 1999. That same year, Arnault turned his eyes on Gucci, an Italian leather goods company. He discreetly amassed a 5% stake in the company before being detected. Gucci responded hostilely and called it a creeping takeover. Upon being noticed, Arnault upped his stake to 34.4% while insisting he wanted to be a supportive and unassertive stakeholder. Gucci proposed that in return for board representation, Arnault would stop increasing his stake in Gucci. However, Arnault refused to accept these terms. Gucci discovered a loophole that allowed him to issue shares with only board approval, and for every share LVMH bought, he created more for his employees, diluting Arnault's stake. The fight dragged on until settlement in September 2001. After the legal ruling, LVMH sold its shares and walked away with $700 million in profit. In next year's LVMH, headed by Arnault, got many in other companies. In 2011, Arnault exceptionally did not invest in the purchase but in the establishment of a new company. The amount invested was $641 million, and the result was a new company, L Capital Asia, which is a private equity growth expansion fund managed by L Catart in Asia. By January 2018, Arnault had led the company to record sales of $55 billion in 2017, 13% over the previous year, as all divisions turned in strong performances. That same year, the net profit increased 29%. In total, LVMH owns over 25 subsidiaries from the alcohol sector, over 20 subsidiaries from the fashion sector, over 18 subsidiaries from the cosmetics sector, over 8 subsidiaries from the watch and jewelry sector, over 5 subsidiaries from the selective retailing sector, and over 10 subsidiaries from the other sectors. Under Arnault's leadership, LVMH has grown to become the largest company by market capitalization in the Eurozone, with a record of $382 billion as of May 2021. Arnault has promoted decisions towards decentralizing the group's brands as a business strategy. As a result of these measures, brands under the LVMH umbrella such as Tiffany are still viewed as independent firms with their own history. Summary. In this video you learn that Bernaurd Arnault is from France and that he is the richest person in the world. You also learn that Arnault didn't start from scratch because his father was already owner of the company, which Arnault subsequently began his business career. After he managed to acquire the company Boussac Saint Frères and sold most of the company's assets, then Arnault started doing only one thing: he started smartly buying companies from different sectors. And thanks to these smart purchases, Arnault has made LVMH the richest company in Europe and the 15th richest company in the world, with a market capitalization of $370 billion. However, it is important to know that Arnault was lucky to be able to acquire the Boussac Saint Frères company, exchanging 1 franc for the hundreds of millions of dollars that Arnault received for selling the company's assets. But it would be unfair to say that all this Arnault was able to do only thanks to luck. It was luck that he had earned through work, diligence, and the fact that he never gave up. That's why never forget that you can get the same luck at any time too. You just have to never give up. This is the end of this video. If you want to see the path to success of the richest person, then don't forget to subscribe this channel. You can watch some of my other videos, for example, video about path to success of Warren Buffett. Thank you for watching and see you in the next video. Bye.